Welcome to Wilbur D. Rowe Middle School, where the teachers are great and every single kid is cool. Truly learn with a common goal. We are safe, respectful, and responsible. Home to math minds, some of the best readers, musicians, athletes, scholars, and web leaders. Lots happening in this wonderful place, and there's only one way to stay up to date. So if you got a case of the Sandbox Blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So if you got a case of the Sandbox Blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Welcome back, Rowe Middle School.
It's great to see you after the long winter break.
We hope that your 2021 is off to a great start.
And we're ready for a great start to the Shamrock News.
I'm Brooklyn, aka B Squared.
And I'm Lennon, aka Swag.
We're going to start off by announcing our official Rowe Middle School Among Us game day.
Professional settings, like
What?
What?
Hold on, dead body.
I think Micah just bugged out. I'm pretty sure that was Micah because I saw Micah standing still, and then I saw the report button, but since the vision is so low, I didn't see the body, but I only saw Micah, so I'm pretty sure it's Micah.
Okay, I'm voting Micah.
It was in, I think O2 it's called, but Micah was just standing still, and then Micah just randomly teleports off of my screen, and there's a report body button.
Yeah, that's your glitch. It's not mine. I was fine in
Micah, they're really voting you off without any evidence, are they?
Join us for a fun game of Among Us.
Wednesday, January 27th.
Right after Community Connections.
So
we're being killed.
Okay,
Hear me out.
Nobody died.
Nobody died.
And we're almost done, so who has tasks left?
Guys, be quiet.
I'm
Brooklyn has something to say.
I have
I like two.
Hear me out. Okay, so I think it is Caitlin because when the lights went off, she went back in there and went straight back out and then back in there again when I went into electrical. And so I feel like
if you ever see me leave a room and then go back in or like have like weird movement, it's usually because I'm checking to see.
I didn't call it.
Do you want to explain yourself?
That was me.
I saw him walk up, and then I see Caitlin dead on the floor. I 100% Mr. Dix. I saw him walk up, and then I go back down to look at my task, because, like, I still had the arrow on it, and Mr. Dix is gone, and Caitlin's dead body is there.
You notice that Brooklyn's just been, like, flying around this whole thing. Where has Brooklyn been this whole time? I don't think that anyone can account for
Why
Brooklyn.
did you walked by a dead body?
Yeah. I trusted you.
Yay!
I felt so bad because Jordan was like, "We'll be buddies," and then I just turned around and killed him, and Jordan was just like,
You know, on your first game, you will be an imposter.
"I'm sorry."
I'm never gonna find out.
That was great. Oh, whoever the VIP is,
Okay.
turn. I guess change whatever.
The Rowe Middle School Winter Edition of the zine releases this Friday, January 15th.
We've received over 190 submissions of art, song lyrics, short stories, photos, and memes.
And Fallon M has been compiling them and organizing them for the last week.
Getting the zine ready to share with our community.
We'd first like to thank everyone who contributed to the zine this time around.
It has been really awesome seeing all the great art and insight that the people in our community share. We also would like to thank all the people who take time to check out our zine when we release them.
It means a lot that you can view and share the passion and creativity that our students and staff members exercise.
The zine will be posted this Friday, January 15th, and will be available in our Rowe Middle School Big Link,
our Google Classroom grade level hub,
and on our school website.
So be on the lookout for the winter edition of Rowe Middle School zine.
And if you're an artist or a writer who wants to share more or participate next time,
don't worry, we'll be telling you about how to submit for the spring zine soon.
Thanks, Rowe.
The Boys and Girls Club is kicking off January with some great new clubs and tutoring opportunities.
The Boys and Girls Club is back and up and running in 2021.
And they got a lot of awesome clubs for you to join.
There's All Art, which is a club for students interested in all things art. We will meet on Mondays and Wednesdays to work on our artistic skill and craft to explore the art around us in our daily lives.
Tutoring takes place Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. for students who need extra help with schoolwork.
There's theater, which meets Tuesdays and Thursdays. This is a club for students interested in theater and acting. We'll meet to work on our acting craft and explore how theater is all around us in our daily lives.
Current event group takes place on Thursdays. Come join us to discuss current event topics and issues. This is a student-led discussion group where students can raise and discuss issues and events important in their lives.
Comic Club meets on Wednesdays, and the club focuses on creating your own comics.
Dungeons and Dragons goes down on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This club will be a special campaign for you D&D lovers to join.
The Latinx Club meets on Mondays and Wednesdays and is about exploring the heritage, history, culture, and traditions of Spanish-speaking countries and nations. Come play games and activities while learning and practicing Spanish.
Chess for Success will be playing online chess and meeting on Tuesdays and Fridays.
The Stock Market game meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays. In this game, you'll learn the fundamentals of the personal finance and investing. You'll be part of a team and learn to build and manage your investments portfolio in the real world and the real world dynamic marketplace. And Oregon Battle of the Books will also be meeting as students prepare for the Reach virtual OBOB competition this year.
If you're interested in joining any of these clubs, go to the Boys and Girls website, which can be found in your Google Classroom grade level hub or the Rowe social media big link.
The Rowe Middle School podcast channel is up and running, and it's full with audio pleasures for all of your listening ears.
Since we last spoke, we posted some amazing podcasts, and we'd love for you to check them out. First, our Day in the Life of RMS crew interviewed our very own principal, Mr. Z, and asked him what it's like to come to a new school during a pandemic.
Question numero uno. What special talents do you bring to our school?
Special talents. Well, when I think about special talents, I'm thinking of like some quirky, talent that I might have. I'm not sure if I have any of those, but I would say I'm pretty musical, and I've always been into singing and playing instruments, so not very well. I won't demonstrate right now for your sake, but I've always been into singing. I can play guitar, I can play trumpet, a little bit of drum.
Then on our second episode of Moments with Steph, Stephanie sat down with her friend Shelby to discuss online class, basketball, winter break plans, and more.
Originally it started out, I didn't have the time, and then it just kind of I don't know. I was busy with sports. Do you remember our sports schedule?
Yes, I do.
Like for basketball?
Yep.
Are you joking? We only had like 4 days out of the week to ourselves.
Our cellophane-wrapped slugs crew got together and discussed everything you'd want to know and not want to know about Furbies. And when we say everything, we mean everything.
And then, there's a version of the Furby boom called Furbaka. And it's Chewbacca.
Oh my gosh, that's what my brother has. It's so creepy.
Congrats to your brother on having the worst Furby. I hate Furbaka.
He is there.
Our crew of 6th graders gathered together to discuss their favorite game, Among Us.
Okay, so one thing I really hate about Among Us, I could explain everything, and then someone can ask a question, and that throws off my explanation. And then once they vote me out, I was right the whole time.
You've just reached the 3rd episode of the D&D podcast.
You've just realized that while you are all just looking at this tree, and Helen, you the absence of the tree, that some camouflaged scorpion-like creatures have started coming up towards you very slowly. They blend in with the black sand incredibly well.
We have our
Hey, there are things!
How black is the sand? Like, that sounds weird. Like, is it like pitch black?
It's about the color of, it's the color of dark obsidian. It's about that color.
Okay.
I was about to say, if you say obsidian, I'm going to scream, but then it came off too late, so now I can't say that anymore.
So, head on over to the Rowe Middle School Big Link or to your grade level hub.
Or search Rowe Middle School Podcast Network into any of your favorite podcast services.
And you can start listening to the RMSPN. Available where you get your podcasts.
Let's check in with our Clover Quote of the week.
This week's Clover quote comes from the famous physicist, mathematician, inventor, and all-around genius Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was born in Germany and later died in New Jersey. He grew up with his younger sister Maja and his 2 parents Hermann and Pauline Einstein. He is best known to the public for his mass energy equivalence formula, E=mc². Later, the equation was dubbed the most famous formula/equation in the entire world. He attended ETH Zurich, where he got his PhD and later became a full-time professor at the German Charles Ferdinand University in Prague. He won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 on top of his other 10 awards. His understanding of challenge and reward is a good reason on why he would say this quote, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." Most schoolwork is going to be difficult or challenging, but we all know that when you complete that challenge, there is going to be an opportunity that you get out of your hard work. One good example is college. Doing extracurricular activities can really benefit your chances of getting into a good college. So even though it takes a long time to get to the opportunity from the extracurricular activities, the opportunity will come. Just remember that hard work really does pay off. And remember the quote, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity," when you are faced with challenges, struggles, etc. Thanks for listening to your Clover Quote of the Week. Bye!
Speaking of inspiration, let's learn about our Student of the Month.
What's up, everybody? It's Miss Draymond, and I'm here to announce Student of the Month for November-December group. The quote was the following: "Love your life, perfect your life, beautify all things in your life. Seek to make your life long and its purpose in the service of your people." This quote is by Chief Tecumseh. We focus on community, gratitude, and appreciation for creativity and nature. The following students were nominated for the November-December chunk: Aiden Rideout, Angel Wilton, Audrey DeLuz, Bear Morales, Braden Billings, Cole Coach, Dory Sirkin, Faith Hicks, Ivy Burgos, Javen Pecco, Jacko Middleton, Junior Walker, Kaylee Harris, Kylie Ann Brown, Liz Kennedy, Madi Lopez Roca, Melanie Rodriguez Hernandez, Miguel Cabrera, Maya Damian Wingfield, Olivia Ramirez, Ryan Bell, Shayra Mokit, Sierra Parayo, Theo Booth, Tristan Hopkins Armstrong, Uziel Montejo, and Wyatt Bogle. Congratulations to those students, and I'm so sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Have a great day.
Mr. Clark has assembling his 2020 through 2021 yearbook staff right now, and we'd like you to be a part of it.
Looking for an opportunity to collaborate with others on a creative project?
Do you want to learn how to design and lay out a publication?
Do you want to be a part of staff that works together to problem solve and brainstorm ideas?
Then Mr. Clark wants you to join the 2020-2021 Rowe Middle School yearbook staff.
This year's group is going to have the awesome opportunity to figure out what kinds of things will go in the yearbook.
If we don't get an opportunity to go back to school and take portraits, what are the photos going to look like?
How do we fill up the 76 pages if we haven't been to school in half a year?
These are questions that our yearbook staff will get to answer.
So if you love creative problem solving and design, this is right up your alley.
The first meeting will be held Wednesday, January 20th at 4 p.m.
If you would like to join, please go to your Google Classroom grade level hub or your Community Connections Google Classroom
and fill out your yearbook staff interest form. Once you do that, Mr. Clark will email you the link to the Google Meet session for January 20th.
If you have any questions, please email Mr. Clark.
Hey, I'm Shelby, and this is Quarantine Court. Hey, I'm Shelby, and a big part of quarantine for me has been longboarding. And kind of the reason why is my friends got me into it in the first place, but it's really cool to do and get into because you get to challenge yourself on new levels and you get to kind of have fun with it. I have realized it is actually really fun to do with people or not, but I recommend doing it with people because it can be dangerous sometimes because you really have to watch out for cars because they will not watch out for you. But let's get into some clips. Come on. That was a quick example of what people think longboarding is like. They think it's all about staying on the sidewalks and they think it's a way of getting around. Well, it is a way of getting around, but it's not just all about that. I'll show you what people's favorite part of longboarding is, well, at least mine. Okay, what it's really about is these big hills, which I'm actually walking up right now. This is really what longboarding is all about. It's about these huge hills that we walk, and it's really fun because quarantine quirks.
The Lighting Library is holding a teen art contest. The top prize is your art being chosen for their summer reading program. Oh, and also $100.
Clackamas County Libraries participate in a summer reading program.
The program encourages youth to take some time to read during these warm summer
summer months. Each year, libraries in the Clackamas County look for help from local teens to design the teen summer reading artwork. Young artists ages 12 to 18 can submit their original artwork for this year's theme, Reading Colors Your World. The winning entry will receive a $100 cash prize and be used countywide for 2021 teen summer reading materials.
You'll need to submit your original artwork that represents this summer's theme, Reading Colors Your World.
The art needs to be submitted by January 31st, 2021. Here are the details and guidelines for the art. It must be on 8.5 by 11 paper or digitally sized to those dimensions. It can't feature any words and it must be in color. Computer-generated images may be used but must be original. And the limit is 2 entries per contestant.
A prize will be awarded for first place, and honorable mentions may also be recognized. Artwork may be showcased on the lincc.org website and/or websites belonging to the LINCC member libraries for up to 1 year.
The first prize is a $100 cash gift card. The possible honorable mention prize is a $25 cash gift card. In order to submit your art, you'll need to go to the Leading Library website and access their Google form. They'll ask you to upload your artwork, so either take a picture of your artwork and attach it to the file, or upload the digital image. If you need help with this part, set up an office hours meeting with Mr. Dix and he can help you out.
So if you're an artist and you'd like the opportunity to feature your art,
and maybe even win some money, then submit your art to the Leading Library Teen Art Contest.
Thanks for joining us this week, Rowe.
See you next time on Shamrock News.
Same Shamrock time, same Shamrock place.
Peace.